Hello, I'm your State Senator Len Suzio, speaking to you from Hartford. It's the middle of June. Why am I in Hartford in the middle of June? Because we're having a special session, and we're going to discuss this. Two pieces of legislation totaling 684 pages, plus another almost 300 pages to explain to legislators what's in this legislation. Moreover, this legislation was just given to us Republicans only about 5 hours ago. This is the kind of nonsense that goes on up in Hartford and the abuse of power by our Democratic majority, where they force legislation to be voted on without even knowing what's in the legislation. In fact, earlier today, it was discovered there was a part of the bill that included some Freedom of Information Act provisions that even the Democrats found objectionable, so they're removing it in the House right now as I talk. This is reckless and irresponsible legislating. It's the kind of thing we've got to put an end to in Hartford. I'm going to be fighting it. We're going to be voting tonight on one of these bills. We already voted on the first one, which I voted against. The second one, however, has some very devastating pieces in it, one of which will be legislation that will, in effect, remove the underground storage tank fund for small gas station owners in the next 2 years. In effect, that'll threaten the ability of those 600 gas stations to survive in Connecticut. I'm going to introduce an amendment to try to extend that so that it does not become effective for another 4 years. In the meantime, I'm also going to take the opportunity to reintroduce my 2-for-2 gas tax proposal to save you 18 cents a gallon at the pump this summer. I'm going to attach an amendment to the bill to see if I can get the Senate Democrats to agree to support that. And finally, I'm also going to introduce an amendment that will cap the diesel fuel tax. We were successful, as you all know, earlier this year in capping the gas tax. Now we need to cap the diesel fuel tax, which is the highest in the country, and you pay for it whether you drive a diesel powered car or not, because truckers use diesel engines all the time, and the cost of this tax gets basically transferred to you in the price of the goods and services you buy when those goods are delivered to the stores that you frequent. So again, this is a little bit of the madness that goes on up here. I always swore that I was going to read every bill before I voted on it, and as you can see, to read something of this size in a matter of 4 hours and do it diligently is all but impossible. So I'm going to be voting against both pieces of legislation because I feel it's reckless and irresponsible to vote for legislation you haven't had a chance to read. When the session's over later on tonight or early tomorrow morning, I will be out and about in the district for the rest of the summer looking to meet all of you to discuss your concerns and issues that you want to discuss with me as your state senator. Thank you very much for the honor of serving you. Have a great day.